In this video, I'll show you 3 ways you can improve your on-page SEO. Welcome to All-in-One SEO. We make SEO easy with our powerful WordPress SEO plugin. Let's get started. In each of the first 2 videos in this series, we went over 3 ways to improve your on-page SEO. And in this third and final video, we're going to do 3 more ways. So if you watch all 3 of these videos and implement what you've learned, your on-page SEO is going to be so good. And more importantly, given a little time to trickle through the systems and get indexed by Google and other search engines, you should start to see your content move up the rankings in search. So the first thing we're going to do is install the All-in-One SEO plugin. If you already have AIOSEO installed, you can skip ahead to the next part of the video using the timestamps below. So let's go ahead and click on Plugins, and then click on the button that says Add New. If you haven't done so already, we're going to want to download the plugin from AIOSEO.com. You're going to go to the Account section, into your Download area, and click the big green button that says Download AIOSEO. And if you don't have an account already, you should be able to create one pretty easily. So back on the Plugins page of your WordPress website, we're going to go ahead and click the Upload Plugin button, and then click Choose File, and choose the plugin file that you just downloaded. And then click the Install Now button. After the plugin installs, click the blue button that says Activate Plugin. After the plugin installs and is activated, the AIOSEO Setup Wizard will pop up automatically. We have another video that walks you through these steps, and I highly encourage you to go through that wizard because it will just set up your whole website for success as far as your SEO efforts go. But for now, we're going to head back to the dashboard. And then if you scroll on down the page and click the link, there's a space for us to enter our All-in-One SEO Pro license key. Back on our AIOSEO account, which you can find at AIOSEO.com/account, make sure you're on the Downloads tab, and then next to where it says License Key, if you click on the icon, it will copy out our All-in-One SEO Pro license key. And then we're going to paste the license key into the license key field, click Connect, and that's it. All-in-One SEO Pro is activated on this website. If you want to be doubly sure, you can go ahead and click the blue Save Changes button. Then we're going to scroll up and click on the dashboard link, just so we're all on the same page. So now that you've got All-in-One SEO installed, let's go ahead and dive into the first thing you can do to improve your on-page SEO. And that is to improve the readability and formatting of your content. Since most people aren't going to read every word of what you write, it's important to break up that content so it's not just an intimidating wall of text. So let's head on over to the All Posts section, and we are going to pull up 2 different posts here. Just going to view these posts. The first one is SEO Conference for Beginners, and the second one is SEO Conference. So on this SEO Conference for Beginners page, I've made kind of an extreme example here, and this blog post is literally just a wall of text. There's 1 paragraph break here, and then it's just nonstop text. Now let's contrast that with the second page I have here, which is called SEO Conference. It's actually the exact same content, but now it's broken up into paragraph. We have a header here, we have another paragraph. We could also drop in some images here, maybe a video, and really break this up and make it formatted better for scannability. Back on the All Posts section again now, I'm going to pull up that second one, the SEO Conference one, and I'm going to show you how you can use All-in-One SEO to improve the readability of your page. So the first thing we were talking about there was the formatting to make it scannable, breaking things up into paragraphs, including headers, dropping in images as well. And now we're going to click on the All-in-One SEO button up here on the top right. We're going to click on General. And if we scroll down, there's a section here called Readability. And All-in-One SEO is showing us that we have 4 errors in the readability of our page. So first one I'd already talked about, there's no images or video in our content. So let's go ahead and fix that right now. I'm just going to drop an image in here. Obviously this tripod doesn't apply to an SEO conference, but I just wanted to show you dropping in an image to the content of this page. And just from that one image, we've got a check mark here on that images and video and content item. Under that, we have paragraphs length, and if I expand that caret, it's telling me that I'm using short paragraphs, so that's good. I don't have any giant paragraphs. Below that is sentences length, and it's telling me 42% of the sentences contain more than 20 words, which is more than the recommended max of 25%, and that I should try to shorten the sentences. I'm not going to go through and shorten up those sentences in this video because I would have to shorten probably half the sentences in this content. We're at 42%. We want to get down to 25%. And you guys probably have better things to do than watch me shorten sentences for 10 minutes. It's pretty self-explanatory. Use shorter sentences. Below that, passive voice, it's telling me that I'm using enough active voice. So that's great. Below that, transition words. I'm only using transition words in 13.8% of the sentences. Again, with this one, I'm not going to go through and do that right now. That would not make for a very interesting video, but this would include adding words like and, again, therefore, besides, to make your text easier to read. It's also worth pointing out that you do not have to complete any of these suggestions. You could leave the red X if you've reviewed your content and said, you know what, I think it has enough transition words. Certainly your call to make. Our algorithm is really powerful and can detect potential issues with readability, but they are optional. It's up to you whether you want to implement these suggestions or not. Below that, it says consecutive sentences, and it's telling us there's enough variety in your sentences. That's great. So this is great at detecting if you're starting sentences with the same word over and over again, for example. Subheading distribution is great in this version of our post. In that other version, that was a wall of text. It was not good at all, but we're getting a nice check mark here. And then below that, we have Flesch Reading Ease. If you're interested in this subject, we have another video on this channel just about how to improve your Flesch Reading Ease score, but this is basically a calculation of how easy it is to read your content. So aiming for a better Flesch Reading Ease score can make your content more readable and therefore more accessible to more people. In general, the best way to achieve a better Flesch Reading Ease score is to use shorter sentences and don't use so many big words. So since we did make a change here, we added an image to the content, I'm going to go ahead and click the blue update button and save that change. And that's how you can go through your content and improve the formatting and readability for better on-page SEO. The second thing you can do to improve your on-page SEO is to use Schema Data to increase your chances of scoring a Google-rich snippet, like REI is doing here for the Google search term winter jacket. You can see it's pulling in this image from their website as well as this star rating. Same thing for Nordstrom's, pulling in multiple images of winter jackets. Let me show you how easy it is to create schema data for the content on your website. So I'm going to head on over to the post section of my WordPress website, and I'm going to scroll down to this post that's called Men's Basketball Shoes. So this is the content of my post, and this is something I would love to see as a rich result in Google. Now keep in mind, you can't force Google to give you a rich result, but you're almost guaranteed not to get one if you don't include schema data. So I'm going to scroll down past the content of my post to the All-in-One SEO Settings section. Within the All-in-One SEO Settings section, there's some tabs up top, so I'm going to click on the tab called Schema. And then from the Schema section, I'm going to click the blue button that says Generate Schema. As you can see, we have all kinds of schema templates available for you to use. Article, book, course, there's one here for FAQs, there's one for recipes, music. For this one, I'm going to use product because it is a product. So click the plus icon. And then here's where I construct my schema for this particular post. So for the name of the product, it's defaulting to post title. That's great. I'm going to use that because the post title was red and black sneakers or men's basketball sneakers, something very relevant. And for the description, it's saying post excerpt. I'm going to go ahead and use that too. But you can use any of these smart tags here. You can click the link that says view all tags and see what is available to you. You can also get into that view all tags area just by typing in a hashtag or pound symbol here, and they'll show up that way as well. So I'm going to leave it as post title, and description I'm going to leave it as post excerpt. For the brand, I'm going to type in Nike. This is the image that's being used. I like that, but if we didn't like it, we could remove it, or we could grab another one from the media library or upload a brand new one. For the SKU, I'm just going to type in the numbers 1 through 9. I'm going to leave the GTIN blank, and for the MPN, I'm going to put in the same thing as the SKU. The price is going to be $49.99. For my currency, I'm going to select US dollars, but as you can see, we have a ton of currencies available to choose from. Price valid until. You only need that if you're doing a sale or something. This is not a sale. This is the regular price, so I'm going to leave that alone. And for the availability, I am going to select in stock. Under reviews, the first option here is rating value. That's basically the typical star rating of the review. So assuming we're on the 1 to 5 scale here, I'm going to give this review a 5. For the headline, I'm going to put in great shoes for the content of the review. Very simple stuff for this demo. The author is me. Below, we have the range for the rating, 1 to 5. So make sure if you have this set as 1 to 5 that you don't put in a 0 or a 6 or something outside of that range, because it would not be valid schema in that case. So after I have this all filled out, I'm going to click the big blue button that says Add Schema. And then we have a feature here that is really good and gives you great peace of mind. You can click this button that says Validate Schema. So this is the schema that All-in-One SEO is generating. This is why this thing is such a game changer, because you would have to type this all out yourself or hire a developer to do it. Instead, this is what is being generated by the All-in-One SEO plugin as you fill out those fields. All of this properly formatted schema code. You can copy the schema by clicking the copy button, and then you could bring it into an online schema validator of your choice. Or we have a direct link to Google's own schema validator. So I'm going to click that blue button that says Test with Google, and it will open up a new window with Google's schema validator. So here's our code dropped into Google's tool, and I'm going to click the Test Code button. And we can see that our schema is valid. I'm going to close out of that window and close out of this modal. And then I'm going to click the Update button. And that's it. You have just added properly formatted, valid schema code to the content of your page. And the third thing you can do to improve the on-page SEO of your WordPress website is to add information about your content authors to improve your Google AEAT score. So here on our very own website on All-in-One SEO, we have this blog post about this very subject, on-page SEO, and at the bottom of that blog post, we have this author bio here about Sherry, one of our writers, and I'm going to show you how you can add an author bio just like this to your content. Let's head on over to the users section of our WordPress website. This site's only got 2 users. Your site might have more or less. Doesn't matter, it works the same either way. So what I'm going to do is go in and edit this user named Matt. And I'm going to click on the tab up top, a new tab that appears once you enable Author SEO, and that tab says Author SEO. So go ahead and click on that tab. And then what we want to do to enable Author EEAT is just flip that toggle switch that's next to Enable Author Info into the on position if it's not already in the on position. So what All-in-One SEO is going to do is take the information that we fill out here and use it to create an author bio. So instead of having a blog post just written by someone's name, it'll also have information about that author. And I'll show you guys what that looks like later on in this video. So let's go ahead and fill this out. We're going to add a school that the author attended. We're going to add a URL for that school. We're going to add an employer. We're going to add a job title. You can see in the Knows About section here that it's empty. I'll come back to that and show you how to fill that list out. We're going to add an author image. And we're going to write a biography for our author. All right, so we've got this all filled out. Let's go ahead and update the profile to save it. This is going to kick us back to the main author page. So let's click on that Author SEO tab again. And then let's head on down to that list that appears next to Knows About. And if we try to search for a topic, it's telling us that the list is empty. But it's also telling us that we can go to Search Appearance, Advanced Author Experiences, Topics, Settings panel, and add topics there. So we don't have to go navigate to that. We can just click the link here. So here is where we can add some author experience topics. So let's go ahead and do that. I'll walk you through the first one, and then I'll just kind of fast forward as I go through and add a few more. So the first one here is name. It's saying the name of the item the author knows about, for example, Amazon. So let's use that example and say this developer knows about Amazon. I'm going to paste in the link here to Amazon. And then same as URLs is like more information about that same topic. So an example here is the Wikipedia page for Amazon. So I have that in another tab. Let's grab that link and copy it in here. I'm going to add some more items here, and keep in mind you don't have to put in a URL or the same as URL. You can just put in the skills if you wanted to. So for example, I'm going to put in that this developer knows HTML. I'm going to add a new item, CSS. I'm going to continue to add SEO, C++, SQL, MySQL, and .NET framework. So lots of developer skills. Once you've added all of your author experience topics, click that big blue Save Changes button to save your changes. And then I'm going to head back on over to my users section. And I'm going to click on my user Matt to edit. I'm going to click on the Author SEO tab again. So now when we scroll down to Knows About, that topic list is full. So I'm going to add a few, but not all of these topics. Put some SEO in there, put some C++ in there, SQL, .NET framework. So now in addition to just our regular author name, we have where they went to school, their employer, their job title, a bunch of different skills that they know about. We have an image of our author, and we have an author bio. The option below that is to append author bio to post. So with that enabled, All-in-One SEO will automatically put in a little author bio block under any post written by this author. So that is enabled by default. I would definitely leave that enabled because it's going to send the proper signals to Google that this author knows what they're talking about. Below that, you have social profiles. This is not the social profiles of this particular website, but these are social profiles unique to this author. So I'm just going to leave the default that we have here, and I'm going to click the blue button that says Update Profile. So now let's head on over to the Post section. And since I've written all of the posts and I am the author Matt, then this new author bio that we've selected should show up on my posts. So I'm going to hover over men's basketball shoes here and click the link that says View to view this post. So here we have the date that this was written. It says it's by me, but if we scroll down below the content, now we have this beautiful little author bio. It's got my name, my job title. It's got some of the skills I have. It's got a link to my social profile, this time to my Facebook, as well as a link to the full bio for this author. So using this all-in-one SEO author SEO add-on is really going to set you down the right path of establishing yourself as someone that has experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness when it comes to the articles that you're writing on your blog or website. So those are 3 ways you can improve your on-page SEO. If you don't already have our awesome all-in-one SEO plugin installed, we've got a link to it in the description below this video. It can help you out with the task in this video, as well as many other SEO jobs that you might have to do on your WordPress website. If you click on this next video right here, I'll show you some more ways you can improve your on-page SEO. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more tips and tricks on how to use our easy and powerful WordPress SEO plugin, All-in-One SEO.